bottom, way down this morning. Big tech really getting hit. The financials, pretty much the same story. Significant percentage losses for Morgan Stanley, Goldman. Airlines, look, travel is being restricted all over the world. You can expect a big sell-off there, and that's what we've got. 3, 4, 5% drops for United, American, and Delta. Luxury retail, that's going to take it on the chin, and it is, but not down as much as some of the other sectors. I've got LVMH down 5%, but a fractional loss for Tiffany only. Polo Ralph Lauren down nearly 3%. All right, there you have the overall market. We're at a fresh low for the Dow Industrials off about 850. That's coming up at the opening bell. Rebecca Walser with us this morning. How do you play a market like this?
Well, Stu, it's. I wish I had better news. You know, the thing is that it could be a buying opportunity, right? If we have a great earnings season, we have a great first quarter projected still. Over 3% being cut from 6% that we're expecting overall. So it's still a great market. However, we don't know how much is going to continue, and that's the problem. That's the unknown. Are we going to be have a great dip and a great buying opportunity, or is this going to be, an actual 25% pullback?
Well, what are you doing?
And so we don't know.
What are you doing?
Well,
What are you telling your clients to do today?
Right now, we're seeing it as a buying opportunity, and we think that we're going to be buying or holding. So we're really waiting to see where this is actually going to head. With South Korea and Italy over the weekend, this is really all the news that we've gotten over the weekend that has made this market sell-off really come about.
Well, is this just the virus? Or is it people using the virus as an excuse to take some profits, because profits have been pretty good over the last 3 years, and there had been an expected sell-off anyway. So is this also an excuse, not just the virus?
I think it could be. It's a great point, Stu. I think it could be. Some people do want to stay in when the market's at all-time highs. They keep saying, I can't get out now. But when something like this happens, it is an opportunity to say, hey, I've made a lot. Let me know. We always say buy low, sell high, right? So I've made a lot. The stock is still really high, even if it's down a little bit. So it's a great opportunity to take some money off the table and take some gains if that's what they're at, if that's where they're wanting to do.
Well,
so
I'm
absolutely
intrigued at your idea that you might buy something today. I want to go back to big tech, because that really is down most sharply. Would you consider buying these MAGA stocks today at these levels?
Well, some of them, semiconductors, I think.
Which ones?
AMD, I think is one that could potentially be. We're looking at the semiconductors and saying, okay, are these
big tech?
Where to go?
Rebecca, how about big tech? That's where all the money's been going, the biggest run. How about big tech?
I think that Apple could potentially be a buy, but I still want to see a little bit more of a pullback. It's just not enough. It did so well, right? And certainly it's just going to depend. If this keeps going, we're going to have a much better buying opportunity later. But what I'm expecting now, potentially, Stu, and I don't want to make this a prediction, but we could see a 25% pullback if we do not have this contained and some positive news regarding this virus soon.
A 25% pullback. That's a big number.
I am telling you, if this is the worst case scenario, all of the worst case scenario is a global pandemic, and that would be awful. Okay. But we just do not know the breadth and depth of the supply chains, the inventory, the luxury travel, all of the airlines, all of the hotels, all of the luxury brands. Everything is impacted by this. This is how interrelated we are with China.
Understood.
And we just do not know.
Just to be clear, a 25% pullback is 6,000 points down on the Dow Industrials. I got to leave it there, Rebecca.
Why I don't want to say it.
I understand the time. Look, thanks for being with us this morning. We do appreciate it, and that's a great thing.
Thank you, Stu.